How's it going, everybody? Happy New Year. And in this video today, I'm going to go and talk about why one of the biggest mistakes is actually giving away your school access for free. Whenever I see a school community being advertised on Instagram or for a free trial, honestly speaking, this is how I know how ineffective their funnel is because if you can't convert people to go ahead and pay, then you can't convert people to even buy in for free. And it's not because there's no free, it's not because, the fee is, too much or the fee is, too low, or, the other thing is not because, your fee is for free. People ultimately are saying no to becoming a school subscriber because they don't want to take time to figure out information. Okay. Most of the schools that I see on here, even when there's a lot of people, the truth of the matter is there's only whatever school community you're hosting, and this is the same for the clients that we help out with at school for to blow up their school as well. You're either already in the game of whatever it is that you're selling. Like, we're going to show you how to blow up your school. We are going to go ahead and show up how to go and, I don't know, manifest better. You're either past that barrier of entry where you're already doing it. So you're teaching somebody that's doing whatever it is that you've already figured out better, or you are convincing somebody to start doing whatever it is that you've already figured out. They're shy of that. Maybe you might attract every now and then some competitors or people that want to break into your community and sell to your community, because you've already amassed a group of loyal followers, and they feel like, okay, this is basically like a Costco. You guys already have an audience that's our target audience, and we want to go ahead and sell to them. Either way, the reason why people are saying no is people don't want to go out there and waste time to go out there and figure shit out. It's like, I got to go in here most of the time, and this is for the most expensive schools, the cheapest schools, the good schools, and the bad schools. You got to understand something. Like, when they go in there, they don't even know where to go ahead and start. So, I don't want to go in there and figure out a bunch of information. I have absolutely no interest, zero interest in going out there looking through all that stuff, because people's bandwidth right now is at an all-time low. Not only do we have an all-time low in terms of, we have something called a trust recession. I see a lot of influencers and creators and gurus in our space talking about there's a trust recession that's going on. We're also at a focus and bandwidth recession. There is total effing information overload. I would say that the way that people are operating their schools right now, even if you figured out how to solve that problem, and I'm going to give you the benefit of doubt and assume positive intent, even if it is laid out in the best possible way, even if you have all of the resources, even if you did all the work, the truth of the matter is the first 10 to 15% in the very beginning of the funnel of, okay, that procrastination, that where to go ahead and figure it out, people just can't even figure that out. So what's the solution to all of that, Rich? The solution to all of that is hosting more live engagements. People want to go ahead and interact with you, and people are willing to go ahead and pay for the interaction, and more to the point, people are willing to go ahead and pay for more community interaction. So if you want to go ahead and encourage and actually blow up your school, instead of, I mean, it's a community, right? Instead of putting all the value in, we figured something out, the value you guys should be really selling, which has worked out for us and our clients, is you're going to be interacting with other people, and you guys are going to be paired up with different groups. This is why NBA admissions is so effective. When you take a look at the information that's being passed out there, right? Like, I'm trying to figure out how to blow up my school too, and I'm trying to get it to the next level. And I see all these people. We all seen the ads where it's just like, you have the bros pulling up with a cyber truck, right? No disrespect to them. I'm just going to assume you figured it out, and I'm just also going to go ahead and assume you're making way more money than I am, but I don't want to go in there and try to figure this shit out. At the same time, I understand from the side of the creator, it makes zero financial sense for them to do a one-on-one therapy session with me. So is there enough value in what they figured out to get a live group interaction? 100%. And is there enough value that they can share in a live group interaction to get me to come back to another live group interaction? Absolutely. And will I keep on going out there and coming back? Yes. And will I convert? Absolutely. Eventually, I absolutely will. So if you sell the value as like, I've already figured out what it is that you're trying to figure out. And on top of that, I'm going to share with you for free what is that I figured out. And you're going to give them some actionable advice. And then on top of that, you're going to pair them up into groups to go out there and gamify the experience. You're going to watch your school blow the F up because that's what people want. With an MBA program, I just seriously have a very hard time subscribing to the theory that like people are blowing $100,000 to $200,000 out there. First of all, there's no job guarantee. So why do people keep on coming back to pay MBA programs? More so, where that whole industry really makes money is the GMAT, taking the exam to go out there and qualify to come into the MBA program is because of the people. Don't sell the knowledge. You don't need an MBA to learn accounting or corporate finance or digital marketing or entrepreneurship or value investing. You're there for the people. So leverage your people to sell other people. It's just that simple, and your school will go ahead and blow up. The other thing here is when you sell your knowledge and your expertise, you already started that relationship off in a very hostile. It's become a very hostile relationship in the very start because it's a tug of war between why are you not trusting me, and it's a fight. It starts off as a fight. Versus when you sell the community and the person, you guys, all three of you guys win. The person you're trying to sell to, the community that you already have, and you as the business owner or as the community host, same thing, as the host of the community, you guys all win. You want to know why? Because the community. This is how Fire Festival was able to go ahead and blow themselves up. They were able to go out there and rally like 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, 50,000. You want to know why? Because they weren't like, hey, go out there and hang out with Billy from Fire Festival or Ja Rule. It was, you're going to meet all these awesome people out there. That's why people buy retreats, and that's why people buy into masterminds. It's the group. The real value in your community is like, I think this is what like Alex Hormozi, the great Alex Hormozi, is trying to get at, is leveraging that community. And then from there, also making it like easier for people to go ahead and take action. I see a lot of these other Skool communities is like, okay, yes, I'm ready to buy. What's the next step? A lot of times these business owners actually don't even know. It's like, well, like you do this first. Have better and more clearer onboarding. So it's just like, I paid, law of assumptions, assume yes, right? Go out there and like, what are they supposed to do? They don't even know what's the first thing that they have to do. And a lot of times too, another big mistake is, oh yeah, well, like you just do this first. They're not going to take action on that unless you can go out there and remove all those mental barriers. Like if you have like a really rock star resume template, but they feel like that's not going to work out for them, they won't take action on that. So using that resume is actually not the first step. It might be step 27. You have to go out there and clear all those different mental barriers for them to get to that one first step. Your first step is not their first step, right? So increase the takeaways that you guys have is this. If you guys want us to blow up your school or show you and your team how to do it, schedule a call. We can go out there, definitely make it happen. Secondly, well, I don't know. Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. We just tell you straight up. Secondly, have more live engagements because that's what people want. People don't want this like lonely engagement of like, I'm watching a bunch of videos and I don't know. It's like, okay, this is great information, but how do I take action on it? What's the next step? What are the next 15 steps? If you don't have the next 15 steps very clearly laid out and it's like bulletproof, it's got to be so easy that a golden freaking retriever can do it, then they're not going to take action on it because there's just too much friction. We don't have an all-time, we're past the trust recession, okay? We're past the trust recession. Now we're in the recession that we're really in right now is the bandwidth and focus recession, and that thing is never coming back. It's like a city that's lived past its prime, and it's not coming back to its former glory ever. Like Atlantic City, New Jersey is never ever gonna be that seaside gambling resort that it used to be, back in the 20s. All right, it's past that. So like, you gotta make it easier. And instead of operating with this legacy ass mindset of like, well, a lot of these courses, they would have sold like freaking hotcakes in 2019 when the course game started getting hot, but like not anymore. So if you want us to show you guys and your team, help you guys basically scale up your school, definitely schedule a call. Link is in the description. If not, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Keep watching our YouTube videos. If you want to take it at a very low level, go out there and sign up to our boss school. We'll show you guys exactly how to blow up your own school. We'll pair you guys up into teams, and we basically gamify the entire experience. See you there.